Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome, I'm DarkVadek, and as you can see I'm playing Banished, only that it's not my colonial charter let's play, as you may have imagined from the title. So this is my entry for the only one challenge from Honeywell on the subreddit. So here is the city. As you can see, this is there are only two houses, a wooden house here and a stone house here, with the only well there is in the city is right here in this little like square thingy. And these are like the first three buildings I built. Actually no, I built the boarding house, I built wooden house, boarding house, and after a while the stone house. And here is also the school. We've had at most I think 7 students, and we can try and see what's their education. Yep, so here you can, as you can see, I was almost at 100%. I put down the school I think around this point, and then I took some nomads here, and nomads here, and those are the drops. Let's see, there is one of everything, there is only one and one of everything. There is the this is the small plaza, this is the main plaza, there is the market, a barn, which is where all the fish go, this is the fishery, the hospital that has never been used because there never been any plague or illness or sickness, this is the town hall, this is the boarding house, this is the brewery, the tavern. This is the pasture, although I didn't have any animals, unfortunately, because I wasn't lucky with the trading post. This is the trading post. As you can see, there are essentially only stone houses, stone roads. Here is the only bridge allowed, and here there is the hunting cabin, the forester's lodge, gatherer's hut, and the herbalist, all around this little like square rectangle with some trees in the middle that are just, you know, I didn't plant them, it's just the foresters that made them. And then there is this little road that reaches the bridge, and the other one who goes here over to the only trading post that there is. This is the road with the working road, you know, they have a nice view, so they are chopping wood and they can look at the trading post and the beautiful river. So the trailer, blacksmith, woodcutter. And then these are like the last two things I built, the cemetery and the chapel. And I've put this like, it's a square, it's I think 8 by 8, because it's the chapel is 8 wide, so I do 8, 8, 8, 8. And the cemetery, that as you can see, it's only been 15 people, so it's been here for like 3 years I think. There is a quarry, and here in the bottom right there are the quarry and the mines that are kind of far away because I don't like them. I mean, they're useful, but they're not actually that cool. There is the orchard over here. A plum orchard is the only thing that I've gotten. I could have gotten also chestnut, but I didn't get them. And also there is also, I mean, some looking. I was planning on putting like some kind of orchard here to have the trees be in the way, I mean, so that anyone from here could look and see the trees and stuff, but it's too small. Here it's big enough, and you know, there is a hospital, so it's cool because the people that is getting healed can just look and see all the beautiful trees that are kind of shit right now. And also, as you can see here, it has all been stripped down, and you may wonder how did that work. I didn't build this was the one and only bridge I've ever built. It hasn't been moved ever. And I didn't build it here because I had already built this one, and since they all live over here, clearly I couldn't just unbuild the bridge here and build it over here, because all the people over here would have like frozen to death, and the people over here would have had less food because this was not working and this is relatively new. Also I put, as you can see, a little like a dirt path dirt path around the crop, just to delimit it and just to make it seem like if it's the people going to the cemetery and around it, just walking, as created this path. And there are 4 people over here and 3 people over here. I've put 2 people over here, but again, they are not working. This is where I was planning originally of putting, because I was planning on doing like a role-playing video for this, but then I realized I don't have the time nor the ability probably. So I'm putting the church over here would have been very cool, because it's like a little valley with the road to come in, a small alcove, I don't know, a safe place with maybe also the cemetery and the church, and then the chapel, I guess, and a way out to somewhere. So I changed. How did I do that? Well, I unbuilt the fishing dock from over here. It's actually very good. You see, 2,000, almost 2,000 food every season. And I built it over here, and then I used, as you can see, where is it? I can find the place. Okay. So as you can see here, it actually touches the other side, and that means that the people can use it as a bridge. And so I've never had 2 at the same time. I've had this one, unbuilt it, built one over here, used it until this was all stripped of stone, mostly stone and iron, because wood it's infinite essentially, because these are relatively new, especially the mine. And so I used the fishery to have this was an important source of food, because again I didn't have the orchard or the crop fill. It was, I think, year 8 or 9 that I did this, and so I was at 0 for a certain amount of food. Let's see where is food. Yep, I think it's this one or possibly this one. One of these 2 parts. No, I think it's this one. This extended period that is, yeah, like 20 years ago, I guess. So in year 10. But on the other hand, it allowed me to get a lot. Where is it? So it should be, you see these spikes? I think these spikes are the stone that is being picked up over here, and possibly even iron. No, iron, because obviously there is less use for iron because it's only used in the blacksmith, right? And so I didn't have to constantly build it all, essentially. It wasn't used while the quarry, apart from all the roads, also all this building, the stone house, the church, this one, all need stone, so that's why it wasn't as important. Obviously it wasn't hard, so I didn't have orchards, I didn't have this one. It's wheat, because I like wheat, it's beautiful. Let's let it tick and until when there is the spring and some greenery. The other thing that I planned and I would have liked to do was putting down a forest lodge. I think the year now is beyond one. Let's see. So you know it's over. It's year. It's still a winter year 30. So technically we're still. I mean it's done. Here are the professions. There are 2 builders that are not doing anything. I actually have an excess of people, and that's very good. It wasn't always the case. It's thanks to the fact that as you can see, they are always 30. As soon as one of the older couple reaches 40, they have like a turn, and I keep doing the old. Wait, let me do this, and then reclaim. I don't think it's the same tool, but you know, it's still something similar. That throws more people out, because there is a couple of 2 people, you know, and before there are 3 or 4 people, they will be out. But it's not an issue, because as soon as they get called, they get anywhere. If they are near to this place, they get here. If they are near to this place or this place, they get in there and get seated. One person died. Female laborers that was picking up stuff on this side when there was the fishery, and died essentially because it's stupid, I guess. She was going in that direction at a certain point to to heat up, stopped, and went back here like mining or cutting something, so she died. Yeah, it's not my fault. What else? Quarry, mine. Yeah, the limit is not particularly high. It was at 25 for most of their time, and this was at 150, and this was at 25. And the food limit was at... where's... nomads, cool. At... I don't remember, like 1500, something like that, so relatively limited, but that's good because they don't... there is not the hoarding problem that they had, that there is when you have more houses, because, you know, they have like... you see? This much food. And this much food. This is really not much. They don't take up 200 resources and leave. I mean, they do, but there are only, I think, 3 places. They have more apparently, but still, you know, it's 500, a little bit more. So there isn't the hoarding problem that there is in other... in normal Banished. Again, so this is it. I may do, if I have the time, in Imgur, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, you know, imgur.com, an Imgur album. Yep, so this is growing. Let's let it grow a little bit more. And I think this was an interesting challenge. I will probably do more. Although now I will go back to Colonial Charter, because I really like the mod. I'm getting really excited. You know, I haven't played Banished in a few months, but now I've restarted and I'm really enjoying. Oh, there's a merchant. Sorry, let's go. This is... I may also, if you want. Yes, yes. Now I have stock. I think I should be able to sell him ale, but anyway, I have stockpiled a lot of stuff in here. So I could go for 30, but I don't think I will. I think I will go with 50 and reduce the amount over here. It's 15, so maybe 75. 67. 69. And 5 more. And this is really not... I shouldn't really be doing it, but... okay, so now finally I have the cattle and I can start getting... I may also give you people the save file if you want. I'm not sure how... where is it? It's in documents somewhere. And I think I may continue to just expand on this town, although without following the rule of, you know, of only one. The city name... what? Oh yeah, that's why. That's the thing I should have remembered. Let's go to 60 with here. This will put 100 in... okay. Wait, there is too much firewood. I can't take out that much firewood because it would have economic problem probably. The economy would have issues. I mean, not economy, it is not an entire economy. Alright, so thank you everybody for watching. This looks like good. I was planning again of putting more stuff over here, but you know, it's not really that cool. And I've paid a lot more attention to the beauty of this stuff, of the place, instead that if you're following my Colonial Charter, it's more about efficiency. That's because I need a lot of more space, because there is an unlimited number of buildings I can create, right? While here I have a lot more free space. It's even small and mountains with, I think, harsh, fair climate. Map city is one, obviously. Mountain, small, fair. Disaster. I've left it on off because then, you know, it's already not tough, but kind of hard on its own. Reservoir tools. Yeah, that's what I thought. And we had a little bit. Not enough tools because they were all being brought over here. Alright, so thank you everybody for watching. Consider liking, consider Thank you everybody for watching. Consider liking the video, consider subscribing to my channel. Also, you see double wide road from here to the cemetery, just because I thought it was cool. And I was also thinking of doubling all the road, but I cannot fit one over here, and I can fit one over here, but it would be just only strange. So thank you very much for consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you all next time.